Welcome back. I'm going to test a theory on this video. You've probably heard of the expression, never drive angry, or never reply to an email right away if it makes you upset. We're going to test that out. I'm not in the greatest headspace. I'm going to do an unsolicited advice video at the same time. It's probably a horrible idea. I still, for me, it's a little bit like shouting down the well. I feel a little better afterwards, and I think the main takeaway I got from this particular session. This is a major YouTuber, multi-million-dollar successful Kickstarter campaign. Successful. Well, he hasn't delivered anything, but he raised multiple millions of dollars for a game system which, as far as I'm aware, still is searching for its core mechanic. Maybe he has it now, but that was the big controversy, is that people threw money at this just on a premise without really much of it behind it. And so this is an older game. This is a game that was posted about 5 years ago. And this is the last session that's public that I could find. I did try looking at the first session because that one was viewed by 520,000 people. 520,000 people. Now, I understand how YouTube is, and I on the analytics, I can see how long the average view time was for a particular video. So, of course, it's highly unlikely that 520,000 people watched the entire 4-hour session. Nevertheless, after trying, I actually recorded a unsolicited advice video based on that one, and I just wasn't satisfied with it, and it just was all over the place. So I decided to do my normal thing, where I'll look at a session that they've already been playing many episodes. And the reason why I do that is because then I assume that you've had enough time to get the basics down. Like, everyone should have the basics. You've been playing how many sessions now? The Dungeon Dudes one, they were into the hundreds of sessions. Everything should be known. This is episode 12. And for the most part, it's the same people as episode 1. I think there's one additional player in this game now. And I just assume you've got enough game time now under your belts that it should be smooth, right? That's what I'm assuming. So we're gonna watch this. This is Matt Colville and his friends. I will introduce them here. Let me just change this. I don't know if I'm struggling a little bit to get the audio levels right, so I apologize if it's kind of all over the map. Let's do this. Okay. Other thing I wanted to say. When I sit down to play a game, I often will set for myself a goal for the session. And my goals are often things like, I want my NPCs to feel more authentic. I'm going to be very careful about speaking in second person to the players, because I want their characters to know that they're in charge of what the characters are doing, or the players are in charge of what their characters are doing. And I'm not going to be moving them around, and I'm not going to be giving them options, and I'm certainly not going to be role-playing their characters or something else. I'll think of, I would like my dice roll mechanics, I want those to go smoother this time. I want less interruption by that. Or I want to test out something. I'm going to test out things like knowledge checks. I'm going to try to be in character for a knowledge check. What does that look like? Those are my kind of goals. At the end of my sessions, whether I'm a player or I'm running the game, I can confidently say that I've had fun. But my goal was not fun. It's similar to sitting down for a fancy meal that you've taken the time. Like, I like to cook meat. Okay, I like cooking protein. I especially like slow cooking protein, and that's like your briskets and those kind of things. I love doing that. It's a lot of effort, and it's a lot of checking in. It can be a little finicky, and I'm tweaking this, and what about this, and maybe a different rub. And you can get protein out of a can. It's still protein. So if the goal of eating is just the calorie, then who cares? Why are you spending all this time on it? I mean, it's just the calorie, right? Well, I suppose. but there's a joy that comes from taking something seriously. And there's something to be gained from being serious about your hobbies. So we're going to watch this game. I don't think it's a serious about the hobby thing. Notwithstanding great success, I applaud that you've had success, Matt. But when I watch your game here, you seem checked out more than you're checked in to the game. I'm gonna click play here, and we're gonna watch it together, and we're gonna see not the whole thing. We can't do the whole thing. But I'm going to watch it a little bit, and we're going to just comment on whether or not the goal here is fidelity to the fictional world that has been created and the authentic role-playing of these characters who are each individuals that exist in this world and have their own motivations and quirks and goals, loves and hates. Or is it just... I roll a 17, 20 damage. Next. I roll a 16, 14 damage. Next. To me, that is never going to produce the kind of experience that is going to live on and be like, this was excellent. We did something excellent. Not for anyone else. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging this or giving advice on this based on it as a piece of entertainment. I've had a few people ask me, are you never going to look at Critical Role? I struggle a little bit with Critical Role. The reason why isn't because I don't think that there's some advice that I could potentially give here or that there's things that they could improve, but because they're all paid to be there. It's a piece of entertainment. It's designed to be entertainment. And I don't think role-playing games are entertainment for a viewer. They're entertainment for the participants. But the goal is not... You're going to have fun. I'm sure you're going to have fun. We have fun. I'm serious about my games. I still have a blast. But I don't go in there just saying, well, it's going to be fun. I get to roll a few dice. We get to add some numbers, take some numbers away. Maybe I'll be able to defeat Goblin number 7 this time. Or maybe I'll get Goblin number 3. Heaven forbid, that Orc number 5, he had my number last time. Maybe I'll get Orc number 6 this time. I'm not doing that. All right, let's get started. I'm not right at the beginning of this session. I am exactly 5 minutes and some odd in, and he's just called for initiative. This is Matt Colville up here. You probably can't see my cursor. At any rate, Matt Colville, they got the names on there. My head is, here, I'll turn myself off for a second. So I'm just covering up their battle map. So we have OD, Anna, Lars, Matt, the Dungeon Master, Tom, and Phil. And let's go.
So 2 and 3 failed.
Oh, sorry. I'm not quite where I wanted to start.
And the other guys made it, so they take 24.
Mm-hmm.
And it's initiative.
Initiative.
I have already rolled initiative for my guys because I am trying to be responsible.
Matt, who are you talking to? Are you talking to the audience? I would advise you to talk to your game, the players here.
Responsible Dungeon Master. When you've got a result, just call it out and we'll see what happens.
18.
No, don't do that. Go you, then you, then you, then you, then you. Start with whoever. Start with Lars, go Anna, OD, Phil, Tom. In that order. Let's go.
18 for Slim.
Yes. 23.
23 for Boots.
Show off.
14. Oh.
I don't understand why there's so much crosstalk here. It's just a simple number. This is quick. This should be quick. This is just this number, this number, this number, this number, this number.
Also 14.
We're both 14.
14. Where's
He has
King?
higher.
Where's
He's
King?
over here. He has higher dex than me, though. So.
Leech has higher dex. Judge?
4.
Judge. So yeah, Judge is also playing. And Copper.
8.
8.
I'm going to use my lieutenant ability to swap us.
Yes.
Oh.
The plan.
So yeah,
No gonging
Boots
loud.
has been made field commander, aka.
This is why I don't think role-playing games are meant for an audience. Why Matt is now explaining something that this is episode 12. Everyone should have this. By the way, 112,000 people watch this.
aka Lieutenant, by King, the commander, and so he's sort of in charge of like tactics and strategy.
Take care of that gong. I want to know what happens when they ring it.
No, I like that. I don't like her response. Her response is just a giggle. He's speaking in character, right? As per Matt. Matt says he's a lieutenant in this mercenary company. And so he's using his ability to say, you take care of the gong. I don't want to happen. I don't know. I don't want to know what happens if it goes off. A better answer, Anna, to that is to speak as if you're judge. Or just say, yes, sir. On it. Yeah. You roll initiative because combat is imminent, right? That's why they did that. Okay, spoiler, somebody had dropped a fireball already on the bad guys. That was before they rolled initiative. Now they've rolled initiative. I always prefer players to be in character and imagine like they're in that space, that they're inhabiting that character. So they just saw the explosion of this fireball that blew up and immolated some of these Darrow that are guarding this, whatever it is, unholy temple, yada, yada, yada. Every trope you can think of. So why aren't they... I guess this may be a disconnect between what I'm trying to picture the scene, Matt. I'm trying to picture what's going on here, and I'm trying to put myself as if I was there. Massive fireball, fearsome enemies, mysterious gong. But do your players have that? I'm watching it over here, so my eyes aren't in the right spot for the camera. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, the doors.
She laughs and says, "Yeah." That was a great opportunity, Anna, for you to role play your character.
Are on fire. It burns. The holy fire consumes us.
What's OD
If only.
doing? He's just OD's just still there dancing.
Yeah.
Dancing in the
he's
flames.
dancing, yeah, he's dancing a jig, and he'll do it until you tell him to stop.
Slim, not your character. That's Phil in the back, at the bottom right. See, what's going on here? You've got Anna and Lars comparing notes over something. You've got OD, he's playing Leech. He says what his character is doing. Is it his turn? Is it initiative? Like, are you up now? That's why you're saying that? No problem with you saying what your character is doing. Is it your turn, though? And then you have Phil in the bottom right here, who's pretending to be some other character, dancing around, doing his thing, taunting the enemy. I don't put up with this because I don't like it when it's confusing as to what's going on. When multiple people are talking about all sorts of different things all at the same time, it becomes exceptionally confusing, Matt.
My turn. I'm super attack.
Leech is a shit. Leech is.
Okay, now he's doing it.
OD.
So, and let's see. It was Leech and King were 14.
Yeah.
Oops, wait, they're not there yet.
Okay. You don't have to play like this, viewers. You don't have to play like this. I am confident when I tell you that you can take your hobby seriously, make your goal the faithful creation or a not faithful. That's not the word I'm looking for. An authentic world creation that you are doing, and your character as an independent being capable of action. You can do that. You can take it seriously. All of you at the same time, you will still have a fantastic time. You will have fun. You don't have to be this oh so random, everyone's joking around all the time. You don't have, that may be the default. Hey, if that's what you're going to do, go ahead. What I'm saying is that there will be some, I think Lars, based on his body language, I think there's some that want a different experience. And I think that if you really want to have the best that this hobby can offer, you're going to take it more seriously.
These guys.
Did that say dead mutant?
Mutant?
No.
No.
It's me on the Uten me. Oh yeah. Judge had a 4 until Boots switched it.
We're still going through the initiative, Matt? Really?
And then. Okay.
Oh.
You guys can't see these cards yet because they haven't acted yet. Judge. So yeah, you just watched King's eyes flash with sunlight, and a small marble of fire emits from his finger, sails into the room,
We've already done this.
and detonates in a fireball, and the Darrow are now burning.
Sweet.
Narratively burning. It doesn't have a lasting effect.
Yeah. So Judge is going to move over so he can get line of sight to the gong.
Yeah.
And so from here, it's 120 foot range.
Awesome. You're well within range.
Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and use his action to cast silence.
Oh, I forgot to. I'm updating the order.
Matt, what are you talking about? It's not the time. She said her turn. I could make a few quibbles. I'm not going to. She says where her character goes and what the character attempts. And now you're forgetting what? What are you doing?
Gonging aloud.
No
Dogs allowed.
Man.
It's no dogs allowed from Snoopy. I think of the Thanksgiving. I don't know if it's Thanksgiving.
20 foot radius, does that mean
No
it's 40
dogs
feet
allowed.
across?
Yes.
Yeah. That means it's a intersection and then 4 squares out.
Episode 12. Why are we still talking about this?
And then a circle.
1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it goes across the entire thing. It's 5.
Where's the intersection? Where's the center of it?
I don't know.
It would be like
Is this
I
the
don't know. We
back
should
wall?
ask them.
Is
I
this the back wall?
yes.
I should get a stopwatch and have a stopwatch on this.
if it's right here, then
Then in that case, it would be further out because it's like 8 by 8 basically. If it's 40 feet across.
Wow.
Players, know what you can do. Know what it looks like. Don't.
So
hang on. It's not an 8 by 8 square though.
Tom, not your turn.
You're right.
8 by 8.
It's a circle, so it would need to be kind of towards the back wall to get the gong in it.
Yeah,
So if you want to do it
somewhere
like
around here, I've
here's-
got
look at the
templates,
curve.
overlay templates.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So it's super useful to have
Can
them
you
not
do it?
where I need them.
Yep.
Don't even actually remember. Don't even really know where to look.
Still people talking over one another. Oh, I got this thing, but I don't have it right now. It's dumb me. I should have had it. Tom pointing out, hey, it's not a square. It's a circle. Thanks, Tom.
1.
You two can dungeon master,
Two.
folks.
It's like we can always try and get.
You can dungeon master. He's right. You can dungeon master. You do not have to dungeon master like this. Don't be the lowest common denominator.
Are your,
So,
TM's got?
1, 2, 3,
you
4.
What about your monster manual?
1, 2, 3.
I found my
like
cool.
that, but that's going to
They're right
curve
there.
it
Yeah,
into
found them.
here, right? So
Yeah.
that's it.
Why is Lars talking now? We're going to optimize where you can put your zone of silence? Not your turn. It's not your turn.
Okay,
So
looks good to me.
And will it get out?
Now he's talking.
Who's that guy at the bottom down near the gong?
It'll get him
Yeah,
too.
look at him.
So he won't be able to say anything.
Forecast.
This guy is a cleric-looking
Football.
motherfucker. That guy's a wizard-looking motherfucker.
Oh,
It won't matter. Spoiler alert, it doesn't matter. They're just going to number them anyway.
There.
oh,
What
Emmy
was
might
that?
get
What
in.
is that? What did you do?
A football.
Geometry.
The holy
eh?
football.
Football of silence.
The football of silence. I cast football
Sure
of
is a
silence.
circle.
Geometry.
All right,
your
so
imagination.
this is going to sound like a silly question, but what are the effects of silence?
Really, Matt? Really? I'm a big proponent of everyone, including the dungeon master, reading the manual. I've had some interesting conversations with people that interact with the hobby a little differently than I do. It's fine. I don't mind it. In fact, I enjoy it because I often find they're doing things that I can incorporate in my own style. I had a recent conversation with a gentleman on a panel I was on. His name's Ryan Howard. And he's, as I understand it, one of the main things that he looks at a lot of things. Everyone does. But one of the things he looks at is he's really big on understanding the rules and playing the rules. I completely agree. I'm not satisfied with people just winging it. Because I like to play high trust games where I trust that the players know what they're doing and it's according to the rules that we've all agreed we're going to play, and they can trust me that I'm playing the game as the rules dictate without having to say the rule.
Silence for the duration of 10 minutes.
Does he have to concentrate?
We're going to read the card now. Really, we're going to read the card.
Yes.
Ha
For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through this 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there.
No beast.
Got it. That was Judge. It's Slim.
Me.
You guys, Judge casts the spell.
Wait.
And
Matt, when you say it's Slim's turn, why do you keep talking? Why are you re-narrating what we've already gone over?
That's just my action.
yeah, I was hoping that. I was hoping I could reel
Come on, this is Anna's turn. It has to take at least 40 minutes.
Yeah, come on.
You know what? I would accept Phil's criticism saying that, oh, it's got to be Anna's turn. It's got to take at least 40 minutes. But I've watched enough of this game to know that Phil's turns, other than his first turn here, Phil's turns are no shorter than anyone else's.
So I'm going to go ahead and put a seal on number 2.
Got it.
And that's my bonus action. No, I'm done.
This guy. That guy's a seal on him. Okay. You don't want to put a thing underneath him to mark he has a seal on him?
Everyone's paying attention, right? Everyone's paying attention to the game and each other. It's basic etiquette. Basic. She said, this one. He has a visible magic seal on his forehead, whatever. I'm having a hard time picturing it because you didn't describe it really. You just said, I do the seal thing on this. Okay. Look at what happens when they talk about the seal.
We should have a lot of those, and they should have magnetized bases.
Oh, I have.
No.
Get him away.
Oh, yes.
Slim, while Anna's finishing her turn.
Yes. Which one did you put the seal on?
The one, yeah, that guy.
All right.
These are dwarves from a Kickstarter I backed quite a while.
Who cares? Matt, we don't care where your toys were bought. Why are you saying that? Are you got a product placement here? Is this for the audience again? I firmly believe that the dungeon master should be 100% attentive to what's happening in the game and to the exclusion of everything else. I turn off my phone, or I turn the ringer off my phone, not so that it vibrates. I silence it. I don't want any distractions. It's only fair. I'm asking that of my players.
There we go. They're really nice.
Seal.
Yeah, see.
I will step forward. There's 2 right there.
Okay.
And I will attack the one with the seal.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, man.
He's not magnetized.
Come on, Phil.
Why do you have a red thing under you?
That's
Because
him.
he's red.
Because I'm red.
It's just to mark the.
It's slim. Slim's
It's
red.
slim.
Look at the color coding.
Okay. Oh, I see. I forgot.
Yeah.
When you have too many props in your game, it becomes confusing. If I have all the things, I got all the stuff. Now we're losing track of things because we've got so many markers on this, and we need the markers because otherwise we're going to forget. And why are we going to forget? We're going to forget because we don't pay attention to one another. We're too busy interrupting other turns, speaking over one another.
I do all this work.
Yes.
I'm not coded.
You're orange.
All right. I am
We don't have
going
orange.
to
This is orange.
smack this mother with 1.
All right, that was Slim.
I get 2
Bonus
attacks.
Oh, 2.
With what? What's going on with my dice? That would be. You've been playing. You've been
your dice.
You rolled my dice while I was gone, you bastard. All right.
This is why I prefer seamless dice rolls. Like you just call. Like, because I don't want to hear the mechanic, because I trust that the player is using the mechanic properly. Otherwise, they don't get invited to the game. How would I suggest Phil play this? My advice to you is you describe what the action is. I lunge forward, jabbing with my sword once, twice. Then, without saying, he rolls. Failure, success.
This is not a great start. Okay, so then
Matt, you have your phone on you?
Yes.
Where's my pencil?
I
do.
will.
Anna, why are you talking? Matt, it's still Phil's turn. Why are you asking for his phone? Okay, advice for Matt and others. Decide when you're going to start the game, right? And you just say, we're starting the game now. And as we start the game, right, now we're in game mode. No other distractions. Everything that's said is we're going to attempt to be in character. It's not going to be 100%, but we're going to try. We're going to try because that's how we're going to really get in to what it is to role play these characters. And if we can all do that, we're going to have an amazing shared experience where the world will start to feel authentic, real, as if it were real. And we're not having to do funny noises, voices. We don't have to do acting. We don't even need costumes. We're just going to pretend that for the next hour or two, Phil is not Phil. He's this other creature called Slim. And when he speaks, we're going to pretend that it's Slim.
Where's
40.
Where's that? There we go.
This was probably a mistake for me to do this because I had I had a day, and I probably shouldn't be doing this.
Nah, I'll be done.
You're done? You missed?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Don't ask questions, Matt. Your player says he just stops talking. Give him a couple seconds, then you're on to the next player.
Okay. Then
You see,
Why is there any question as to who's next? Didn't you have something you had? I saw you doing something. You had a little tinted paper that you're putting up on your dungeon screen or something. Isn't that what's going on? I mean, regular viewers of this will probably know better than I. But I thought we did that at the beginning. It took a long time to put everyone in initiative order. Why aren't we? And then, excuse me, Phil, are you about to say something? You just said your turn is over.
That is the way not to be great.
So,
Again, I picture this as a sudden, violent encounter. Starts off with a big bang, a fireball, right away. Now this kind of lackadaisical, it's all, hey, that's not, you see what I did there? Yeah, don't do it like that. Why aren't the bad guys here murdering you right now?
Now that I've demonstrated that for you.
the perfect demonstration, sir. I look forward to learning more from your supreme skills.
Do as I say, not as I do.
I've never done that before.
Whose turn is it? We got 3 people talking. Whose turn is it?
I don't know if that's.
Why, Anna, why are you on your phone? And someone's going to say, Anna was looking something up for the game. Is she?
Yeah, well.
Matt, it was your turn? It's your turn.
Oh.
So he's no longer in the silence, correct?
Yeah.
Well,
You get the bad.
depending on how you draw a circle.
dice.
Based on how the football was drawn, you got to play the football where it lies.
I loathe negotiations like this, out of character negotiations. In character negotiations, all good. Oh, here, look. I'm going to disappear me for a second. Look right above my head. There's your initiative order, right? That's what he's doing. He's got his initiative order laid out right there. Why isn't this going quickly? Of course I know why. We all know why.
Lies. So yeah, Judge. Go ahead and make a saving throw.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, what kind?
Go ahead and wait for me to be done looking up a spell to tell you.
Go ahead and make a role player while I look up in the book what I just did. $112,000 people watch this at some point of this. This is not... Oh, what can I say about this? This is not a serious game, obviously. Why am I subjecting myself and you, wise men and women of culture that are watching this? I think I'm trying to make a point here that you're much better off to take your hobby seriously. You'll get more out of it than this. Oh, but we had fun. Really?
Tell you what kind of saving throw.
Give me some bullshit.
It's some bullshit.
Inspiration? You burned it. Oh, yeah.
I burned it and I squandered it, in fact.
I squandered it.
Can't you just try to set me on fire or something easy?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Charisma.
Correct.
Oh shit.
Yes!
Yeah.
Well, their dwarves are insane. They don't know any better.
My nice.
She can always roll a 1. You can always roll a 1.
That's a 16 plus 5. And that's a save, right?
Yeah.
That's a 16 plus 8.
All right.
24.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna mark this because I think this guy's gonna use the spell again.
unsuccessful.
All right. It
Bolded
is,
him.
so yeah, he tries to abjure you.
Abjure.
Yeah, he tries to abjure you, and you feel this.
I don't know what he's getting at either. Anna?
This barrier, this interdiction between you and him that's preventing some extraplanar power is perfectly happy with you where you are. And so this Darrow's
Not into my home.
so that was the Darrow priest. It's Leech.
Oh, okay.
Mr. O'Driscoll.
Let's move me into somewhere useful. So I want to be a little bit out.
20, 25, 30.
I've always considered you a little bit out.
Thank you, sir.
10, 15, 20, 25. If you stand here, you could hit that guy.
Yeah, let's do that.
OD, you have responsibility to play your character, not ask other players at the table, hey, where do you think I should be? If you're going to do that, do it in character. You speaking as Leech. Copper, do you need help over there? What's it look like? Do you have an angle on this? How many enemies are there? I can't see them. What are we up against? Guys, we should have had a plan.
Yeah, because I wanted to show
So
Slim how it's
everything
done.
on this island looks like it's
Why are we getting exposition right now?
made out of
cheers. thank you.
coral or clam shells.
Well,
and,
So what? Matt, it's not germane to what's going on right now.
except
the
this
finger.
building. This building looks like it's made out of marble. It's kind of out of.
And therefore, did he say he was examining the different rocks that make up the environment? When did that happen? I didn't hear him say that.
place.
How tall is this, the ceiling in the
About
room?
30 feet.
The way I would suggest you do that is once he says that he goes in so he can see into the area, assuming he's in the building or he goes in through the front door, then speaking in character, I look up to gauge the height of the ceiling. Then, Matt, you say, about 30 feet. And then he goes on with the rest of his turn. It can be that quick. It can actually be that quick. Here's the secret. Here's a secret, not the secret. Staying in character can make for faster games. Much faster games. You still are doing the same things. It's just way faster.
Give or take.
Wonder if
6 squares.
okay.
Unless I've forgotten how shit works.
Matt,
How you guys feel over there? You feel like bunched up?
it's his turn. Shut up. Why are you still talking? I'm getting a kick out of Lars's body language. I'm picturing I'm imagining in my mind what Lars is saying to himself. Now, Lars, you're probably good friends with Matt, and I'm sure you get along very well. But in my head, just because of the humor of it, I look at Lars right now, and I can just picture him saying, "This guy never shuts up. Why are you still talking?"
Like, there's too many of you on like you three? Comfortable?
I'm all right. And I could go over a bit.
Feel fine. Just like sitting in the middle seat of a back car. In the back seat of a car.
Feel a little.
You're talking about them at the table? You're talking about this is something you talk about before you start the game. Everyone got what they need. Yeah, and everyone need to take a break. Matt, you're interrupting their turns.
little squished.
Lars like, get away from me.
Yeah, I mean, I already have to sit in a small room with her all day, so can we swap OD over? And
Yeah, you can squeeze me up if you like.
Okay, I've watched this 3 times now, and I'm convinced Anna is pretty mad at this exchange.
Thanks.
play footsies under the table, like old times.
Just curious.
So you know what? I'm going to just fire 2. I see. 2 agonizing blasts at that wanker there. Number 2, I think. Right.
Are you immersed yet? Are you immersed? At number 2, I shoot agonizing blasts. What are those? What does it look like? I don't give him a pass on that because maybe he's already described it so many times that everyone just knows what it is. Fair enough. But I'm going after, using his vernacular, wanker number 2. I'm immersed. 100%. Just checked in. Feels like I'm there. The verisimilitude of this is just off the charts.
Okay.
So let's just do 2 at the same time. So, well, that one's probably missed because that's 9.
Why are we talking? Lars, Anna, why,
Is this an armor class you're trying to hit?
are you not paying attention to what he's saying? Do you not know how the mechanic works? Is this the first time he's used this ability ever?
Yeah.
You missed quite.
And
These guys are heavily armored.
This one is 16.
Okay, how would he know that they're heavily armored? I mean, again, you have to, there's hopefully some description here at some point. Maybe I missed it at the beginning. All I got was this one, this one, this one. We're going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4.
16 misses. These guys are heavily armored.
And I have failed miserably, Slim.
Well, you're only 5th level, so maybe when you level up.
Now you've learned that lesson.
King.
And you won't do it again.
Yes, sir, yes.
You watch Leech ineffectively just spray some of his.
Don't re-narrate things, Matt. It's not necessary. It slows things way down. It's a bad habit.
Holy napalm around.
Oof.
And it hits everything except the thing he's aiming for.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I took the internet's advice and got Toll of the Damned, or Toll of the Dead for my cantrip because Sacred
Sounds
Flame is
cool.
lame.
I don't know what it does.
So, well, Tom will tell you.
Thank you.
You point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell.
We're reading the book together. We're reading a book together. I think it would be way better, Lars, on your turn, if you just describe what you do. And then you just describe, there's a tone of a bell rings out. Or whatever it is. They don't know. Oh, it's mysterious. I don't know what's going. Maybe he's doing something new. You've never seen it before. But no, we're just going to read the paragraph in the manual.
Fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, then instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage. The spell's damage increases by 1 die when you reach 5th level. And then so on.
What happens if he makes a save?
He takes no damage.
All right. It's anything else?
No.
It's a cantrip too.
So Dolores'
cantrip,
spell
yeah.
didn't work this time.
Dolores'
Anna, it's not your turn. I know it seems like forever since you're going to get a turn, but it's not your turn.
spell. So
It's
he beat a
Dolores.
15.
It's my grandmother was named Dolores.
Matt, head in the game. My dude, head in the game.
Not my
I know how to
grandmother's
say
no.
that word.
It's yeah. He rolled a 20.
All right, well, that'll do it.
This reminds me of like someone who's just squirrel. Focus.
So that guy's not even in the thing. Yeah. Okay.
You don't have to share all your thoughts. You can have some things be just internal.
Actually, he can do it from here. Judge.
What? Another Christmas save?
Make a int save.
You asshole.
Int.
You win some, you lose some.
2.
Okay. The Darrow chants in his the wizard. He speaks a spell in his insane language, and the words cause you pain. The insanity of them. I probably could have said that better. They can't all be
They're
winners. Shut up.
chaotic.
He's just like,
saying all this crazy shit, man, and it's like it's crazy.
I can't comprehend it.
Sometimes,
I
yeah.
hurt your brain.
It's crazy.
I've just checked out. I don't. What?
All right. You take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You take 13 points of damage, and you have to clear your mind. Otherwise, the memory of what this thing said will continue to affect you. You can clear your mind in one of three ways. You can either choose to become dazed for a turn, which will mean you can either move or attack, but not both, on your next action, or you can just volunteer to take 10 damage per round until you save, which could only be 10 damage. Next round, take 10 damage, save, and you might make it, and you'll be fine. Or you can voluntarily end one spell you've cast with concentration.
I'm dazed. Oh, what's happening?
No.
Anna, you weren't paying attention while he was giving you all of that. Matt.
You just typed that up right now.
That's not even a spell.
It's a official D&D thing. Although from which edition it is.
In Biro, under the text.
Yeah, right.
Okay, this is unforgivable, Matt. Any successful cooperative exercise is going to rely on some trust. You just violated the trust. You violated it. You agreed, all of you, assuming, because you're all there playing, that you're going to play D&D 5th edition. Any house rules or other things would have been said in advance, correct? Then, because you're upset that she did some silence thing, you're going to pull something out that was not part of the game. It's not even part of the agreed rules. Did you agree at the beginning of this session? Maybe they did. Somebody who's watched all of this can tell me. Tell me in the comment below. Oh, no, Crispy. They already said that they can just pull whatever they want from any edition of D&D that's ever been created. Oh, okay. Well, then he didn't violate their trust. But looking what happens here, where they're all like, hey, you just wrote that down. And you're like, no, I didn't write it down. It's right here. And I'm like, but it's not from this edition of D&D. It's from a different edition of D&D. And I'm just going to bring it in now because it suits what I need. That's a violation of trust. Don't do that. Could your players do that? Would you allow your players to do that? Could they just say, you know what I really need something here from 3.5. That's what I want. I want a 3.5 feet. And I just put it on my character sheet. Hey, it's from D&D, not this edition, but I like it. And I'm going to use it now. Maybe some crazy thing like high level, hide in plain sight, whatever.
They just
I went into my player's handbook and wrote, no. It's actual official canonical D&D nonsense, just not from this edition.
It doesn't count then. You all agreed you're going to play this version. I'm not defending the version, by the way. I'm just saying it's a violation of trust that you suddenly just changed the rules of the game. I can bring this in. You guys don't know it because it's in 4th edition. Just play 4th edition though, right? Why don't you just play 4th edition, Matt? No, you decided you're going to play 5th edition, but you're going to still... You have to let the players know beforehand that you are trustworthy. You're not going to suddenly, on a whim, I'm going to just pull this in because I need it. I like it. You have to let them know in advance what the rules are.
13 damage. So are you going to be dazed?
I am.
Okay, so on your next turn, you can
Dazed
either...
and confused.
Dazed is something that isn't in 5th edition, by the way. So if you see people in chat or in the YouTube comments just going insane with...
Like me, going insane. But the reason I'm going insane is because I'm saying you violated the trust agreement that exists between players and players and players and game master or dungeon master. It's a violation of trust, sir. I'm not trying to get into an edition war. Oh, no. If they would have had to known in advance, which clearly they did not know, at least unless I'm completely misreading this. If I am, all right, my bad. But from my view, having watched this now 3 times, I think that this was a surprise.
My terrible dungeon mastering. It's from 4th edition, and I quite like it, so I'm
Welcome to our world.
I'm busting. I'm busting it out right now. Yeah,
He's busting it out right now. Does that sound like it was something agreed upon? Hey, I'm going to be using conditions from 4th edition as well as 5th edition. Everyone okay with that? Yeah, cool, man. Awesome. Then go ahead, whatever floats your boat. But to do that in the middle, or in this case, the end of the campaign, that's bad form. That's very bad form. Don't do that. I'm not telling you what edition you should play. Play whatever you want, but make sure that you can have trust between one another.
To say stuff like that around him.
So that was the wizard. It's Copper and Big Cat.
Oh. Hey.
Copper, big cat.
Let's go. Yeah, I get him from here. I think we're on a look, bro.
I know. Everyone duck.
Oh, awesome.
I'll shoot him with my bow.
How did he know where to move? Right, like now he's shooting through a line. You can't see it here. Let me turn myself off again. Let's see. Where am I? Okay, turn this off. You can't see my cursor either. Dang it. This isn't going to work. Never mind. Let's just keep watching. We'll just keep watching.
Do it.
26.
Nice.
You bet.
No cheerleading. Just let him do his turn. And the faster he can get his turn done, the sooner it'll be your turn again.
Should roll this. Actually, I'm rolling. Oh yeah, I used my new bone bow with that one.
Get ready.
So that's 27 to hit. Or,
I think I just heard
Yeah.
Jerry cackling.
Something funny must have
I
happened in
think
chat.
Bone made him laugh.
maybe that's what it was. Bone bow?
My bone bow.
That
My
follows
bone bow.
Is that a +1 bow?
It is a +1, yeah. +1.
Anna, why are you talking? It's not your turn. No one should be talking right now, except for the player, Tom, who's doing his turn. Let's get it. And then maybe Matt, but a lot less Matt. You got to dial it way back.
1 to hit, and it's magic.
It's the bone bow bonus.
So, and yeah, +6 instead of +5. So 10 damage.
To which one? 2?
2.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot him again with my bone bow. For what is it? Jeez, 31.
It's on your character sheet. Tom, episode 12. You've been playing the same character since episode 1. I know. I watched that whole thing too.
Yeah, I hit him. Just missed. 12 damage.
He's dead.
Yeah.
It just seems like there's I do how much? 12 damage. Hit, 12 damage. Then nothing until finally you get to the magical, whatever it is, the hit point attrition, till you get to the magic words. He dead. I'd be a little disappointed if after all of that, all I get is, yeah, he's dead. Next. Yeah, cross off number 3 or whatever it is.
Take that.
Nice.
Wait, which one?
Number 2.
Number 2 dead.
Oh, sorry, number 2. My bad.
A fireball and then a couple of, yes?
48 plus, and you did how much damage? 21.
Anna, why are you talking? Are you trying to figure out how much hit points they have? How in the world would your character know that? Oh, so it's just metagaming.
One?
That last one was 12. 12 plus 10.
22.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Something happened.
Anything else?
I'll move Big Cat up a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go.
Yeah. Go Big Cat.
Wait.
Big Cat knows the path to glory.
Get up in there. I stay back, but Big Cat, you get up in.
Yeah.
Big Cat will do, yeah, he's happy to get into the battle. It's Boots.
Boots, I'm gonna.
Matt, were you on your phone? I hope he wasn't on his phone.
Boots, the newly barded. he's always been a bard,
Yeah.
but he's only now a bard. He's only now always been a bard.
Graduated.
Correct.
Graduated from college in the 2 minutes.
Big brains on boots.
Yeah,
On the nosy.
Look at the big brain on boots.
I am going to attack number 1.
What?
2 times.
Oh, there you
I attack number 1 2 times. You feeling immersed?
He's number 1.
Ooh, let's see. 12 does not hit, I don't.
No.
So does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. They are AC
How
7.
did you attack him? What did he use? Foul language? What did he use?
So that is 13 damage to him.
This is number 1.
How?
Sorry, 12 damage to him.
This is number 1.
Number 1.
Matt, why do you have to answer? Like, why do you have to ask? Aren't you paying attention?
Number 1.
Got it.
What is
And that's it? That's it? 12 damage? What does that even... Doesn't look like anything? It's not...
dazed too?
It's you can either move or act, but not both.
Move.
God.
Why are you asking about dazed? How do you even know that she's dazed?
Gotcha.
I actually have no idea really why Dazed isn't in this edition. It seems like it's a... I don't know. Not that I can think of.
Man, stay with me.
All right.
I find it to be a very useful kind of way to...
Are you just justifying why you suddenly put something in that wasn't even in this game? Now you've put it in? Because it was useful for you to put it in?
negatively affect a player without completely making them useless.
Judge, don't let him get in your head.
Ooh, what?
Okay. I like that sort of thing. The bard telling the other character, in character, saying, hey, you know, some kind of words of encouragement. I like what he did there. And then passes her the die. It kind of falls apart afterwards, but I do like what you've done there, Tom.
What's this?
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a D8.
He passed you a D8, Anna.
So,
Nice.
do you know how this works? Should I?
How does
Okay. Rather than doing this during the game, this should be communicated. Everyone should kind of know this. If you're like, hey, guess what? I've got this character. He can inspire you. So in the game, if I pass you a D8, this is what it can do. And I'm gonna say, hey, don't let him get in your head, or I'm gonna say, you've got this, or I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna toss you the dice, and that means bardic inspiration. Everyone got it? Yeah, cool, got it, easy. But no, now we're gonna have to stop the game again so that we can read this from the manual. Thank you.
does it work?
It's been a while since I played Alejandro, so I'll refresh your.
Within the next 10 minutes, wait, Alejandro was a bard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played a real good bard? That's cool. All right.
She's already played a bard, so she understands how this works then. So we don't need to read this.
Within the next 10 minutes, you can roll that die and
She's already played a bard. Dude, she's played a bard. Why are you reading it?
add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. But you must decide to roll it before you know what the outcome of your D20 roll is.
Okay.
And then once you roll it, it's gone. And you can only have one at a time.
Okay.
So there you go. Use it wisely.
Anna's
Oops.
Riojan Bard led an army of
Matt, why are you talking about something that didn't happen in this campaign at all? Matt, my advice for you, sir, talk less, a lot less.
insane dwarves on an assault against a Koatoa, the fishman that attacked Matt last
And I
time.
believe got them all.
They got
Yeah, did correct.
Wow.
Yeah, Alejandro, very persuasive,
Unnecessary.
very persuasive. Tactically,
Not a great leader.
no, not
all my
practice the strategy.
all my
really.
precious little followers.
Correct. They were his army.
I've tried to watch multiple sessions of yours, Matt. I've tried. They're all like this.
they were Tom's. They were Darinka's army.
Where was Darinka?
Yeah.
Actually forgot. I
Anyway, good times. For me at least. Was that Boots? Is Boots done?
That is Boots.
Okay, so now the guards go. So these guys have halberds, and they are going to bust out some shit.
Oh, God. Reach.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have to be slow if you're in character. And you as the dungeon master, Matt, you're in character, right? You get to play these other characters. These fearsome Darrow warriors with their halberds. So just play them.
Just imagining their action whenever like the fireball went off in this room because they're all crazy.
Anna, it's still not your turn. It's coming, okay? Eventually.
Yeah, well,
He's always running around with hair on fire.
So this dude, number one, he, as a result of seeing his
There's got to be a better way of just saying number one.
A, being lit on fire, and C, seeing his friend eviscerated, he sort of has a psychotic break, and he just starts lashing out madly with his halberd in every direction, and he halberds all four of you guys.
Nice.
Or at least he attacks you. We'll see how
Oh
successful
yeah,
it
we're
is.
all in reach.
So Boots AC 15.
Yes.
Big Cat
Oh, what?
AC 22. Judge. No. And Slim. Yes. 18 plus 7 is 25. So I believe it's Big Cat and Slim.
Can you
yes.
roll one more time for displacement?
Oh, yeah. As soon as you said, can you roll one more time? I forgot. Yep. 17
Okay.
plus 7 is 24. So this is mini dice.
It's just numbers. This is why people that have never participated in the hobby, they watch games like this or they listen to games where people they aren't. Isn't this where you just get around and you just do math? Doesn't it just feel like just doing math? Isn't it just the math game? It's not Pathfinder, it's Mathfinder. Like, isn't it gets the hobby gets this rep like, oh, but it's just numbers, right? You're just doing math. It's because of things like this.
Uh-huh.
Frosty's on.
Yeah, that's true.
See, the way I would handle this, and you could do it whatever way you want, but the way I handle things like that is I would describe what the guard did. Crazed look in his eye, foam coming from his mouth. He whirls around, spinning his halberd, a long pole with an axe on the end, an axe blade on the end. Because there's some people here in this game that don't know what a halberd looks like. And I mean, it's kind of a weird word. And then I would do the rolls. And because my players trust me and I'm playing the game and I know the game and I trust them that their ACs they gave me, or I'll just say quickly, we'll resolve it quickly. And then I'll describe what happens and then tell the players. A cut here, down your guard there, a nick on your hand, whatever. This much damage, quick.
What
many
weapon did he say he's using?
He's using a halberd.
Like,
What's that?
It's a polearm.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a long spear with a big, huge, like axe blade at the end of it.
Right.
So it's got reach. It's got 10 feet of reach.
Yep.
And normally they can just attack one person with it, but they could attack somebody in the back rank. But you just watched him kind of his mind break, and he went, and just started slashing out at all.
So he went mad on top of mad.
Yeah, and actually he also has strength of insanity, which gives him
what? Why are you telling them this? How would they know that?
once per encounter he can buff his attacks by a d6.
Once per encounter, though. So thankfully he's doing it now, so we don't have to worry about it anymore, right? We don't have to worry about it. He did the whole foaming at the mouth, swing around, attack everybody, but it's only once per encounter, so it's all right. See, I like to limit how much I give away to the players and their characters. Their characters don't know this. So why would I explain that to them? I mean, I could talk about it afterwards, sure, but in the game, no.
Yeah, these guys are
Good luck.
these guys are yeah.
I'm staying out
They're
there.
madness wrapped in insanity. So it's 7, 8, 9. Stand by. 9. Where's the damage on this thing? There it is. 9, 12, 11. 11 points of damage.
How many dice did you roll?
I rolled 3 dice. You get 3 ferocity.
Just all of us? Or
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And then this guy, there's no reason for them not to. And this guy are going to do the same thing to you 4.
Oh wow.
So, boots. Nope. Big cat, is Big Cat still displaced?
Yeah. Oh no. Actually yes.
Okay.
Wait, let me see.
It doesn't matter. Even if I added those 2 rolls together, they would not hit you, Judge.
Nope.
17 hits.
He's not.
Slim. 16 plus 7 hits. So
Damn.
Judge and Slim both take 16 points of damage from Halberd.
Are you picturing it? Can you picture this? Is there any indication? Like, this is why I like to have players describe the damage that's done to them, because then you can get some context whether or not this is a bad wound. And this is just, we're just doing rudimentary math here.
Birds slashing at you. You're still uninjured. Or Big Cat didn't get hit.
Oh, okay.
And then the other guy does the same thing. Big Cat gets hit this time. You can get 3 more ferocity. Boots, it gets critically missed. He wangs himself in the head with his own elbow. He's so angry, he'll hit anything. Judge, 7 and 7 is 14. I'm sure that misses. And
Do you know, you could have their ACs written on the other side of those little paper things that you've hung on your Dungeon Master screen. And if you have their key attributes on those papers, then you can just describe the failure or the success, right? You won't have to every time ask them what their AC is. Every time.
a Slim, 6 and 7 is 13. I'm sure that misses. So this time only Big Cat. And in addition to your 3 ferocity, you get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. And that
You could just say 12. Not sure what that looks like, but okay.
are the Darrow guards. It's now Judge.
All right.
You're dazed,
I think
I
I'm
am
done.
dazed.
but you're only dazed for this turn.
Yeah. So you said that I have to move or I have to
You
take...
can move or act, but you cannot do both.
Okay, and that includes bonus action, is that right?
No, you can also take a bonus action.
I can't take a bonus
Yeah.
action. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
You
go...
can move and take a bonus action or act and take a bonus action. But you cannot move, act, and take a bonus action.
All right, so in that case, I think I'm going to move... Now, these guys are using weapons that have reach, right? Which means
Yeah,
if I
they
move
have 10 feet of reach.
anywhere out of their range, that they're both going to get...
If I move out of their range, hypothetical, don't answer it. Don't answer it, Matt. Why is it that it's just assumed because that you have a battle map there that everyone has perfect tactical awareness? They can see exactly where all the threat squares are.
One good thing.
Uh-huh.
Anna took damage. She needs to roll a concentration spell.
Oh, yeah, I do.
A disembodied voice was saying, you forgot this rule, you got to do this rule.
Come on.
Yeah, we need some kind of like
It's a-
flag. We need a concentration flag.
No, you don't. You need to have trust at your table. And you need to have less talking when it's not your turn. And that'll result in faster turns. And because everyone's paying attention when it's not their turn, then they remember that. The concentration check thing, I would trust that my player who has to make the concentration check, that the player is responsible for making sure that that character makes a concentration check when it's appropriate. Because I will only play with people that I can trust, that know the game, that learn the rules.
Something like
Right.
Hat.
Because a hat, yeah.
Dang that.
You have to roll
Because otherwise it's
a 10
super
or-
like it's
Yeah,
unless you
I
took
get
it's
more
tough to remember.
damage.
Is it
than that.
con save?
It's really not that tough to remember because the person that should be remembering is that character Judge. And Judge has a one person that's only responsibility is to run that character, to be that character. That's all she's responsible for. It's really not that hard.
Yeah, it's 10.
Especially if she's imagining her character still concentrating, keeping that silent there, squashing all of the acoustics, all of the sound waves, nullify them. And she's still picturing that.
Or half the damage, whichever is lower. Higher?
Now we have to read the rules again?
Whichever's
I think
higher. Whichever's higher.
Greater.
Yeah, whichever's higher.
Yeah, what Jerry said.
I'm still struggling, Matt. I'm happy that you've had success. I really am. I'm not one of these guys that are, oh, well, it's so upset that, no, you didn't force anyone to buy your Kickstarter. Okay. What I'm disappointed in is that there are so many people that are looking to you as a guru in the hobby, someone who makes their living of doing role-playing games. And this is what we're seeing. It's not serious. And you say, oh, but it's all about the fun. It's all about the fun. I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced. Just like I'm not convinced that there really is no difference between just getting your protein from a can and doing up a perfect steak. Well, it's all still just calories. It's the same macros. Macros will be the same. Because one is something of beauty, something that it takes effort. It's worthwhile. Because it took the effort. Because it wasn't just, well, let's just open up the can and we can even hear the slop pulling from the sides of the tin as it suction kind of holds it there for a moment. And then it plops out onto the plate. A little bit of colored water pooling around it. My favorite. I mean, it's still protein, right? To me, I would equate that to my goal is just fun. You're going to have fun in the hobby, granted. You can have so much more than just the mere fun by taking it seriously. Trying to embody that character, trying to be in that world. Instead of whatever this is. I think I'm done. I don't know if I can take any more.
Yeah, but is it a save or is it just
It's
like
a con save. It's a con save.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
I get a 16.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Cool.
Is it against my own self? Like, what's the amount?
The amount is either 10. The DC is either 10 or half the damage you took, whichever is greater.
Okay.
So it's usually going to be.
These are experienced players, supposedly.
It's usually going to be 10 until things start to get really bad.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I rolled a 10. And I have a +6.
But actually, now at this level, it's often going to be. Now that I think about it, most of the times we have concentrations like 1st to 5th level.
Matt, why are you still talking?
But this is I don't think we've ever started a campaign at this high level before. So
Yep. So
I mean, it's longer because I keep pausing it, but it just is. It's just really tedious.
So this line right here is not considered a space, right? We're just considering that like part of this together because it's like a half square.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And again, I'm proven right when it comes to battle maps. Battle maps, which are supposed to give you better tactical environment in order for mechanical resolution of combat rules, invite as many questions as if you didn't have one.
So if I end up moving here, then I think both those guys would get attack of opportunity.
If I move here, then these two will get attacks of opportunity.
I don't want to do that. I might actually just sit still and cast a
If you move straight, you're still in range of all them.
They all
Next to Big
the
Cat.
3 remaining guards seem to have recovered some of their. They've shaken off some of their psychosis, so they're no longer. They're probably not going to be able to do that.
She didn't look at the guards. She hasn't said anything about that. Why are you giving that information unprompted?
Think again.
Okay.
Just like,
Okay, yeah. In that case, I'm gonna move up by OD. I'm gonna move up here.
Odie, not Odie.
Move right there. That way I can get closer to this guy.
I think Odie's character's name is Leech. I think.
Mosh pit going on.
Yeah, and I think since I'm still within range of everybody, I don't invoke an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast.
As far as I know, you haven't left anybody's area of.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a seal on number 3.
Got it.
And I think that's it. My turn.
Exciting.
That was Judge at Slim.
All right. I got a dude.
Me?
Let's move to the other side. So I get advantage on that.
If
Chumpy.
You want to move
If
like
you
here?
do that, you're gonna get attack of opportunity
By
by those guys.
These 2 guys, when you leave that.
Anna, why are you talking? It's not your turn.
Where?
Yep.
You're going to leave their threatened area.
Because they have
They have reach.
coverage.
Yeah.
Just leave me there then. All right. I will take my 2 attacks on this chump.
You could use the.
Oh yeah.
Phil, how long are you going to shake them dice?
I don't know if I don't have the angle for it.
Nah.
You guys
Like
have
a
laser,
fog machine too.
you guys have laser pointers? Yeah.
See the actual.
All right. So I got a 17 and a 26.
7. They both hit. They see who are you attacking? The guards? Yeah, they're AC 17.
That one
What
that
is he attacking with? Does he have a weapon in hand? What does it look like?
is right next to me. Yeah.
Number 3.
Okay.
I think that this style of play is why there's this division between what most will consider as role play versus combat. I want to erase that distinction. I think it's a false dichotomy. I think the best combat is when there is role play, when you're in character the whole time. As much as you can be. Yeah, the whole time. I know it's hyperbole. But as much as you can, you're in character. That's a much better combat than this. But in order to justify this kind of combat, we just say, well, this isn't when we're not role playing here. This is just the combat. Then we'll do a role play session after. Like we'll when you go to buy your sword or pay for your ale, then you can role play then. But you don't role play this. I mean, come on. Here is where you count squares, where you everyone gives you tips and tricks during your turn out of character, just telling you, oh, don't go there. No, you don't go there. You're going to get hit there. You might get hit there too. Oh, you better just stay where you're at. I don't want that distinction anymore. I want the whole thing to be in character. And I'm not suggesting in the least, as I've tried to make clear in this recording, I'm not saying ignore the rules. I mean,
So let's see here. I can re-roll 1s and 2s, I believe.
know your character.
Go ahead and add. You're hitting number 3.
Yes.
Number 3 has a seal on it that I'm going to consume.
Okay.
So go ahead and add 2d6 onto that.
Wow. Okay. So 5 and
Heal 2 points.
okay. So that's 16 damage for the first attack.
Is number 3?
Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, exciting. Exciting. Matt, that's it? He's dead? Here's something you could try. Here's some advice. Why don't you have Phil or his character describe that blow that killed this Darrow? the mortal blow. Why don't you let him do it? I mean, hey, too much for you to come up with all of it. I get it. I understand you got a lot of things on your plate. Have him say it. You could just say fatal blow. Good enough. Just like that. Fatal blow.
He was the other one that ate the fireball in the face.
Nice fireballing.
Okay. Is it? I guess it's not possible for me to close distance.
Well, you
on
haven't
those.
used your movement.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering if I can.
Oh yeah.
If there's a space for me
You
to
can move
get.
like right here.
Okay.
Like, well, actually, no, sorry.
I
So
think
sorry,
big
that's like
cat's
one
only-
thing. So that's
Yeah.
like boots. You could always move over here.
Yeah, but if I, well, I
You
guess I
get
can
the
move
range.
through.
Yeah, you can move through your allies.
Okay, yeah, put me over there.
We'll put you in front of this.
Someone's phone's going off. Come on.
Cat.
Right on. All right.
Odie, are you checking your phone at the game table? That's a paddling.
I'm gonna do my action surge.
All right. Phil said that Anna takes really long turns. Phil said that. It's Phil's turn now.
Where is that?
Did you only use one attack on that one?
Anna,
guy?
stop talking.
Okay. On number 3?
Well, I rolled for 2, but yeah, I guess.
Can he use his other attack, his second attack on
Well, no, because it has to be 2 attacks in an action, right? I don't know if I can break up my action like that. Can I?
To do what with? What do you mean?
Well, because I have two sword attacks.
Oh, can you split move and fire is what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I
Can you,
don't-
can you attack one guy and then move and attack somebody else?
Right. And I
don't think so.
Because it says whenever you take the attack action, you get 2 attacks.
Yeah, I don't think you
I'm
can.
assuming that
It's like
one.
all wrapped up in
That one's
yeah,
burned.
that
I mean,
makes sense.
I'm sure chat will tell me if I'm wrong. But all right, so I'm going to use my action surge. And I'm going to take an attack action, which will give me 2 more attacks.
Chat seems to think that it's okay.
I know you can move, attack, and move, but I don't think you can move, attack, and move.
You've been playing.
I'll go by whatever you roll.
You've been playing this character how long?
He hadn't moved yet.
Oh, well, then that's.
Yeah, I
That
attacked,
was his first movement.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
and then I moved. And, okay, so I get my second attack then?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I
This
haven't
means
had,
bad guys can do the same thing.
Yeah. I haven't used my action surge yet then. 11, 7, 18.
18 hits.
All right. Do I want to... Is this guy that I'm attacking a...
Phil, you're never allowed, from here on out, you are not allowed to criticize any other player for how long they take on a turn.
a normal guard? Or is he one of the more powerful dudes?
No, the more powerful dudes are
They're all
this guy and this
back.
guy.
Okay.
Again, how does he know that? Has anyone said that they're examining, like anyone's just even glance at these Darrow? They're just a bag of hit points. It doesn't even matter.
All right. That
I don't know if
one-
they're more powerful, but they're not guards.
Okay, so that's 9. So that does 13 damage.
So this is number. Where are you? Number 3. No, number 4.
Odie, if I caught you texting someone on your phone, then what I would do is I would stop the game and say, I'm sorry, is there an emergency? I don't want to put you on the spot, but is there an emergency? Because we'll stop the game here. If you have to go, you know what? Things happen. I had it one time where we had a player, he got a call, and he, of course, right away is like, oh, I forgot to turn the ringer off. My bad. Turns it off. Goes again and again. It was like, I stopped the game. I said, hey, it was my buddy Lauren. I've interviewed him for my channel. I said, Lauren, is everything okay? And he says, you know what? It's my son. He keeps calling me. I better check and make sure everything's okay. No problem, man. No problem. Turns out the sun in like minus 30-degree weather or something, their furnace had just died. He absolutely needed his dad at that point, like right now. So I understand emergencies happen, but it should be an emergency. I'm going to honestly, just to be kind to everyone else at the table, right? To be respectful.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. All right. Now I will use my action surge. And I'm going to do two more attacks.
Hell yeah. You've been attacking like 6 attacks. How many attacks?
No, I've only actually taken 2.
Oh, okay.
This is a one-time thing he gets to do. Where
Got it.
Attack again.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so 17.
17 hits. That's their AC.
Okay.
Whoa. Like, are you familiar with the help?
Anna, what are you doing? It is, okay, it's not your turn. You're just reading something from the manual. And now, in the middle of someone else's turn, you're drawing the attention away of the game, of the dungeon master, from the person who's rolling a resolution to something that he's done, an action he's done. What are you doing?
Yeah, you can help somebody.
Yeah, I always forget.
13 more damage on that guy.
How much more?
13.
How much more? Yeah, because where's your attention, Matt? Don't allow other players who should be patiently waiting, because turns should go faster than this. Don't allow other players to distract you from where your attention should reside.
Got it. Still up. He's not happy, but he's alive.
All right.
He's certainly bloodied if this were 4th edition.
Last attack. That's
Just play 4th edition, man. No judgment from me. Good friend of mine loves 4th edition. It's all he wants. It's all he plays. He runs his own 4th edition group. Other people that love 4th edition, just play 4th edition. No judgment from me.
25.
Hits.
25 hit.
I have to reroll those.
I keep meaning to try that help
Another
with Big
13
Cat,
damage to that
Dead.
guy.
get advantage.
Tom, why are you talking now? And you're talking to another player, and it's just noise at the table.
Yeah.
Slim, did you just chew through 2 guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and everyone's really excited, right? Because everyone was really engaged. No, all I saw was glazed expressions. We got one player on his phone. You got another one her nose is in the book. Copper, that's one of the Toms, is paying more attention to what Anna is saying than what's going on.
He just wrecks him.
Too late. Like we're okay. I'm done. That's all I can handle. This is where if I wasn't so frazzled from the day that I've had, this is where if I weren't so frazzled, I'd have some kind of real wise. Here's some advice to turn it all up. I'm just really disappointed that the key motivation that I hear the most often when it comes to enjoying the hobby is it's just fun. We're going to just have fun. And I kind of feel like feels like a cop out. It feels like, well, I guess, they're just having fun. Look they're having fun. It just doesn't feel serious to me. I'm just the kind of person I am. Maybe if you're watching this, you're probably, especially if you got this far, you probably are looking for more, right? You want more. Of course you want to have fun. No, I don't want to do it. I want to have a miserable time the whole time I'm doing this. No, of course not. Of course you want to enjoy the time, and you will enjoy the time. Take your game more seriously. Matt, you talk a lot. You interrupt things. You should have... If you could do it, there's a couple things I think you could do, just little things that would really help things out. Explain to your players that when it's their turn, they're going to speak, they're going to do their actions, they're going to do their movement, whatever it is. Unless they talk to someone else, or they're at the end of their turn, unless they're doing some dialogue with another character, as in character, of course, other than that, that's when they're speaking, and maybe someone will have a brief to respond. But it's not a time for just idle chit chat. Right? When the game starts, we play the game. I mean, they're gonna say, "Oh, someone is gonna watch this and be like, well, they are playing the game." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I guess they are kind of playing the game." I would say this isn't an optimal use of their time. I think that I'm a little shocked. Maybe it's because it's been up for 5 years. I'm shocked. 112,000 people watch this. I'm 37 and a half minutes. I'm almost 38 minutes in. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm done. If anyone's stuck it through this long with me, congratulations. I don't even know how long I've been doing this. It's probably been 2 hours. It's probably almost 2 hours. Anyway, this has been Unsolicited Advice, a Matt Colville MCDM presents episode 12 of a campaign, a 5th edition campaign, ostensibly. Yeah, who knows? I mean, learn what you can. I don't know if there's anything useful in this. Rough. It's been rough. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to try to sleep off a bad day. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. All right. Take care, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.